Welcome back everybody to the final part of the mill vice stop series. I don't know how long it's going to go on for. It could go on over 30 minutes I suppose, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. This time we're going to do the rounding over to start with on the rotary table. I've already got it set up in the mill, centered, DRO set, so let's get over and get on with it. This is the setup I have. The part to be rounded over on the end here is set up on a centre pin, which is 8mm diameter, which goes into the centre of the rotary table. The rotary table itself is a cheap 4-inch one, a significant amount of backlash in it, so as I'm milling I'm going to be holding hand pressure on the worm and wheel to hopefully avoid the backlash. And I shall start over this side, gradually reducing the cut of course, until such time as it just contacts the end there. All will become clear as we go further on. So I need to wind it out, first unlocking the table. I need to wind it out to, well, 17.5 will be the final dimension, that direction. I'll bring the quill down. As you can see, I've got a piece of perspex on the bottom here to act as a sacrificial piece. I think I'll probably wind the knee up actually for a more stable cut. We'll see how we get on with that. Later. I'm just coming back with a time cut just to finish it off. I really should have gone to the trouble of taking the vice off and using the bigger rotary table, but I thought this would be a little quicker to set up. I was right, of course, but it's not such a quality rotary table, so everything jumps around pretty badly. However, I'll break this down and then I'll do the other piece. I'm not sure that this is going to work very well, if at all. The setup is even more precarious than the previous one. And I've got no way of steadying the table, so I've just nipped up the table lock very slightly, and well, the only thing I do is give it a go, I suppose. Crank the table. I wonder if maybe I'll take it in 2 chunks. Let's try that for starters. Probably wondering why I've got it this way up. If I had it the other way, the chuck was going to interfere with the top part of the material. Let's see. We'll try a 1mm cut. Yeah, I thought so. There we are, it is what it is. And like before, keep the length of the video down. I'll bring you back when I've totally mangled it. Well, I've brought you back at this stage because it's all turned a bit ugly. This obviously isn't properly centered, and I've ended up a little bit offset, so I'm going to take it off and finish off the rounding off by hand with a file and some emery cloth. These things happen. Yes, I know. I can hear you all saying it. Mount it the other way up and use a longer mill. Well, I didn't think of it, but I have now. So I'm going to try this, and where it's dug in this side, instead of being a cock-up, it's going to be a decorative feature. So here we go again. don't think I can recover it any better than that, so I'll break it down, we'll take it over to the bench and see what it looks like over there. Okay, a couple of minutes with the Dremel and a rotary sanding drum. Quick flick over with some Scotch-Brite, and it's not come up too bad. It's not going to win any Turner prizes for beauty, but it's a functional tool, not a piece of art. And now I've got to fashion the slide out of this. That's this here bit. It's not going to have a socket screws sticking out. I'm going to use grub screws, I think, just to make it a little more satisfactory. But there we are. I'm going to cut that out of there. And I'm going to have to mount the rotary table again to get the section out. Or maybe I will alter it so that it's hexagonal. Yeah, I think that might be a better idea. Then I can use the Stevenson block. The design evolves as we go along. So, right, I'll drill a hole, mount it up and see how we get on. I had a rethink of my rethink, and I drew it out again, hexagonal. It didn't look right, so I decided to make it round, although as you see it's not. I haven't cut it out at all, this shape, and but I have been busy drilling and reaming holes and tapping in various places. The rod goes through the top here, secured now by a grub screw, which I may still change to a thumb screw. This slides on the arm, again with a grub screw. It does up. And you know what, it doesn't look too different to the design drawing. Apart, of course, from the shape of this. And I mean, it's pretty functional as it is, and I'm not even sure that I'm going to bother printing it up. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You'll never know, unless I refer to it or you see it in another video. Anyway, I'll just go over and mount it on the mill, and we'll see what it looks like in action. Here we are then over at the mill. I've mounted the attachment solidly onto the table, and let's say we want to drill 2 holes equidistant from this face on this piece of metal, one there and one on the opposite face. It's a bit like teaching grandma to suck eggs, this, isn't it? So you bring the workpiece up to bear on the sliding rod, which is nipped up. Just make sure that's tightish. Drill, 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 drill. take it out, flip it over, back in the drill, in the vise, drill, 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 probably countersink as well. There we are. What more can I say? It, like I say, it doesn't look pretty like the picture. But one day I'll get around to rounding it off there and scalloping out a bit there, I suppose. But for the moment, it works, and that's all I need it to do, really. So that concludes another one, and nice and short, this one. As I always say, if you have been, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.